Yo, so guess what? We got to get into, somebody left the door open. My daughter did. We got to get into an actual lighting project because we're going to get hot and heavy on this car. We got some major parts coming soon in about 3 weeks. This lighting is not going to do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Even with the garage door open, this is what we're looking at. This is the lighting here. I put this center lighting in, but without that, this is it. And even with that, we're missing a lot of light on that side. So I'm going to show you how to modify, add some garage shop type lighting for under $100, and just over $100 you could do exactly what I've done and increase the overall lighting of this area, increasing your enjoyment in your shop garage area. Let's go. Some of the first things I'm going to do, let me go ahead and get out here, is I'm going to change out the light switch because we're actually going to be putting LED lighting in, and there are certain switches that you should get for LED lighting. So we're going to change the light switch first. But before that, which is step 0, let's cut power to this. Try to beat some of this daylight before it goes down on us. That way we'll have the primary garage lighting to install the other lighting that is more like shop lighting. Gonna go ahead and get the car out of the way, put it in the driveway, so it can be a clear area over here. We got enough shit to work with over there. So one of these ladders helps out great, the little giant, so we can get to these taller ceilings. So I think my ceilings are close to 12 or 14 feet. All right, so the first thing we got to replace the OEM garage lighting are these flat panels. Now, as you see right here, they are adjustable as far as the lumens. So we got our temperature, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000. We're gonna select 5,000 because the rest of our shop type lighting is actually 5,000 non-adjustable. So we want all the rest of the lighting that we can get in here to match that lighting as well, to add to it, not to take away from it. Literally, I have lost light. I'm in dark. Trying to get this done with the iPhone light. I got one more light to do, and I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the switch done as well. So almost done, then we can get on to the real fun. So as you already see, without me even saying it, we are greatly improved with just these 3 modifications. This one, it's already pre-existing. These 2 that have replaced OEM, these 2 that have replaced OEM lighting, all right, above, and those we haven't even finished yet. And we got our LED switch, and I hacked that switch up, but it's a regular switch. I'll do something with it and replace it, but I didn't want anybody to cut it off, so I cut it off and left a bunch of marks. The wife will have something to say about that. But with these modifications that are not really included in what I put in the video, this is something extra that I'm doing. We're at $100, okay? So we're at $100 with these, $98 and some cent. I'm gonna make it an even 100. The next phase is really what you want to see, and that's going to be the shop type lighting in here, and that's going to put us, just for that lighting alone, at $107. But you get 6 8-foot tubes, 6 8-foot LED T8 tubes at 5,000 K is what we're putting up. So there are options that you can go ahead and get for just under $80 or right at $80. And then they have another option where you can get 10, but we don't need 10. So I found an option where you can get 6. That puts us right around another $100. And those lights, oh, they're right here. As you can see, they're 8 foot. And now I'm gonna find out how I'm going to arrange them in here to give me optimum lighting. And I'm gonna get ready to install them. I got my ladder, and I'm thinking what we're gonna do is, since we have 6, we're gonna go 4 across the top. I got to figure out how I'm gonna bring power to them, and then we're gonna go 2 running 16 foot along this wall to give us a good enough light on the passenger side of the vehicle when we're working, doing wheel work or whatever. This side is well lit. Although we will have 4 bars up here, there's always something missing down below on that side. So we're gonna run us 16 foot of lighting from there to there. This shit's gonna look epic. We got the box open. Here are some brief instructions, not much to them. Here are the fixtures, and we also have our extenders to run power to each tube, and I think these are supposed to be 4 foot each. We have our main power cable right there. Of course, we got one of the business cards. We have another power cable with a switch, and we should have probably 6 of these since we have 6 individual lights and they don't know if we're going to junction them or not. So we should have, let's see, 2, We have our mounting hardware. Then there's 4, 5, and then 6. And then they also give us some of these to basically, I'm thinking like maybe it's to make repairs of some sort, but we also have 4 of these, and we could probably find out instructions. But yeah, we got 4, 2, 4, and 5. Oh, there's 6, and there's probably, that's it. So I'm guessing these are probably some type of extenders we can use to make other additional cables, but we don't need those right now, I don't think. And then we have our lighting bars right here. So let's get these out of there. All right, as you see, they are pretty lengthy. So now it's time for me to get these unwrapped and then basically try to figure out where I'm gonna put these. Now I'm working by myself, so it's a little bit more difficult, but highly possible for me to do. I work by myself a lot. So that's what I'm gonna get done. Then we'll probably do these first because that's for sure a home run, a lot easier, no ladder, right on the floor. So we're gonna get the hardest part done first, which is the above ceiling area. Okay, so you do have to also keep in mind, if you have the garage door up, more than likely, you're gonna be working in the daytime. If you got it closed, like right now, winter time's coming, got it closed because it's gonna be cold. And we don't really care if we put lights down here because they won't be blocked when the garage door is closed, which is what we'll be typically doing, because if it's up, it's daytime. And even if it is, we'll have 2 bars plus these 2 over here and the lighting that we ended up putting in up here. So we should still be pretty satisfactory, all right? So these are the end tips, and you have an input here and an input, it's kind of long like I said, and you have an input here. And these are your lights. So you do have light strips on 2 sides, which is pretty good because that way when we run those along that wall, we'll have a little bit up and down. So I'll probably scoot those banners down just a tad and run them just under those window boards. And then of course up there, that means we also have some refracting lights. So I'm gonna get into pretty much decide how I'm gonna get these in. I can already see that even from here to here, I should be able to get 8 around there. Now, I don't wanna go back too far that way. So I'm thinking that I probably will stay on this side, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just at that corner for the engine bay if I have it up. And then those 2 there. So I'm thinking, actually I might start 1 there before there, then 2 here, then 3, then 4. But I really do think I should probably put 1 in this corner area if I can. I only have so much length between these. So that's also going to be a determining factor on how far I come down, because this is 4 feet, so I only get 4 foot of adjustment. So I have to keep that in mind too. So I guess let me get up here and start measuring some stuff out. Okay, so run into the issue trying to run power. I thought I would be able to run the power off of this lamp in order to run power to the ceiling units, but for some reason the inverter in there is not the same, so it won't power up the LED strips. So now I have to actually run power from somewhere, and I'm kind of stuck because I have this switch that's right here in this location, and I'm gonna have to find a way to put this switch somewhere where I can actually reach it and still get power up to the actual light. And what I'm thinking about doing is cutting this off, taking another one of these because I don't need 6 of these, and I'm going to go ahead and do a solder job, which I have the capability to do. And I'm going to take this, cut it here, and extend this line here up, so I can get the power from here to the light, but still have this hang low enough to where I can go ahead and cut the lights on and off. So I will cut as far up as I can, and then cut this one as far down as I can, bridging this and giving me a lot more length on the input for the lamp. And then I will be able to run an extension cord from here and actually power that up. So that's what we're into right now. So important for you guys on YouTube, not so much for you guys on Instagram, because I'll put it in the description. The instructions say, if you're going to connect 4-foot TA tubes, no more than 6 lights connected in a strand. If you connect 8-foot, which is what we have, no more than 3. So my whole idea of running 4 across there is gone. It's out of there. It's completely out of there in so many ways I can't even explain to you, because we're going to have to run an 8-foot closest to this center section. We already got like a nice little junction of extension cables going over. That will have to get cleaned up later. We're going to have to run the first 8-foot tube that is going to supply power across this front intersection, mid intersection, which means that we will not be able to then go in this sequence that I wanted to if we started from back here. That can't happen. So basically we're going to have to go across here, and then I'm going to have to decide whether I want to take that next tube 4 feet that way or 4 feet this way. I'm thinking, since we now have the upgraded light back towards this section, that we can actually risk moving forward more. So we're going to go across and then run down and then another. And I technically could go 3 further up. I don't know if that's something I want to do. But then we will also have our section going from here across here, which will be 2 8. So yeah, the battery died. But that's what we're going to have to do. And that's the game plan. 1 across this midsection, going 2 that way. I don't know if I'm going to do 3. And then 2 8-foot, making 16-foot there, which means technically at that point we've only used 4, and I have 2 spare tubes if I can't make that shake and bake. So let's go. All right, so this is pretty much the clip assembly. These go into the ceiling or the wall. Then once you have them in place, boom, they snap on like that. I'm going to use 3 per section, per tube, 1 on the ends, and then 1 in the middle to hold that midsection. So let's go. Now that I have the ceiling fixtures in, I was only able to do 2. I do believe if your configuration is a bit different, or you want to come back and actually find a better way to bring in power, cool. But now we're going to move to the side LEDs, and with the other lights off and just those 2 on, it's pretty damn bright. So I can't wait till we put the other 2 on the sidewall and then light this place up, and let's see what that looks like. This is pretty much what we had with the 5000K new lights we updated from the OEM, dimmed down to about the lumens that the OEM lighting was. This is about our brightness that we had to actually work on the car at night with the garage door closed, which is not much lighting. If we pull the car in here, you'd pretty much be dark completely on this side and have a little bit of light on this side. But now I'm going to show you the lighting as it is updated and what you can do to your garage to give it shop-like lighting right now. So this is what we have. Now with the upgraded lighting, 2 bars above, 2 bars on the side, that midsection and the 2 OEM lights upgraded to 5K lumens. So IR temperature. I am loving this now. Now when we pull the car in there, we'll have immediate light on the passenger side to work all inside the wheel well, as well as lighting on this side. I'm even thinking about taking one of these spare bars that I didn't use, which is the 2, and putting it on my workbench if possible, maybe not. But with that being said, seeing how as I only use 4 bars, you literally could do this for under $100, upgrading your garage to shop-like lighting. So I would suggest it. I have the product links below so you can check out the lighting options and order them for yourself. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a wrap. I'm gonna eat half-pound cookies, salmon, and we're gonna get ready to start cranking on this car like real soon. Hope you liked the episode.